Honey, I understand your compulsion, your pain, your hidden war. You've been fighting storms inside, though I never knew what for. Your silence spoke in whispers that the wind carried away. And I stood there helplessly, watching love decay. I remember your trembling smile, that fragile, fading grace. The sunlight kissed your tears that rolled down your face. You said, I don't mean to hurt you, but I can't stay still. And I saw in your eyes the burden of a will. Honey, I understand your compulsion, though it tore me apart. It wasn't betrayal, it was weakness of the heart. You wanted to be strong, but your heart was torn in two. Between what you must do and what love meant to you. I know you didn't plan to leave my soul in ache. You were trapped by something deeper than heartbreak. Perhaps the world demanded what I could not give. Perhaps your dreams screamed louder than mine could live. You walked through fire just to keep your pride. You buried your love deep where your fears hide. You wanted to be free, but not from me. You wanted the version of yourself you wished to be. Honey, I understand your compulsion, I've seen it in your eyes. The silent storm that made your laughter disguise. Your hands trembled when you reached for mine. But fate had already drawn the final line. You whispered my name as if saying goodbye. And yet you turned away before I could cry. I held my breath, hoping you'd change your mind. But your heart had reasons I'd never find. I know it wasn't simple, it wasn't black or white. You walked through darkness searching for light. You were torn between duty and emotion's fire. Between the world's judgment and your own desire. Honey, I understand your compulsion, though I bleed. Your heart was a prisoner of what you need. Love isn't always gentle, it's cruel and divine. It breaks the soul that dares to shine. You said, I'll come back if I survive this test. But the universe chose to put your will to rest. And now I sit beneath the moon's pale glow, writing words you'll never know. I trace your name on paper and sigh. The ink turns into tears I can't deny. You once said love means letting go. Now I feel that pain you made me know. Honey, I understand your compulsion, I truly do. I've seen how truth can destroy what's true. I've seen hearts that beat but no longer live. Because they've given all they had to give. The world demanded perfection from you. And you obeyed, even when it wasn't true. You carried others' dreams like chains on your skin. And forgot the melody that played within. You feared judgment, you feared disgrace. You feared losing honor, not my embrace. And though I begged you to stay and choose love's flame, you turned to silence, whispering my name. I could have hated you, but how could I? When your pain was louder than my cry. When I saw your soul in quiet confession. Trapped in a cage of pure repression. Honey, I understand your compulsion, your need to run. To save yourself from what love had begun. You didn't want to hurt me, but you couldn't fight fate. And love, like fire, consumed too late. I know you wake at night in silent grief. Haunted by memories, brief relief. You wonder if I curse your name. But I bless it softly, all the same. I walk through streets we used to roam. Every corner whispers, she's gone home. But which home is yours, my dearest heart? Is it the one with me, or where you start? Honey, I understand your compulsion to hide. To wear strength like armor, to swallow pride. But beneath your calm, your beauty, your grace, I saw a tear on your angelic face. You loved me, but love became a crime. You feared the whispers of space and time. You feared that dreams could turn to shame. So you ran from love, though it called your name. And yet I forgive you, I truly do. Because if I were you, I'd run too. Love can be a cage with velvet bars. It can steal your wings and hide your scars. Honey, I understand your compulsion to please. To bend for others, to seek their ease. You were raised to obey, to never defy. Even when it meant letting your heart die. But oh, my love, you are not to blame. You are a candle who feared her own flame. You are a river who forgot her source. Pulled away by destiny's course. I still remember our moonlit talks. Our endless walks, our gentle mocks. You laughed so hard your tears would fall. And I believed love could conquer all. But life had lessons to make us learn. That love demands we sometimes burn. That even when two hearts are aligned, the world can be cruel, unkind. Honey, I understand your compulsion to choose. To win the world and let me lose. To chase stability, to avoid despair. To leave love gasping for air. But even now, I hold no hate. Only gratitude for our shared fate. You showed me love's fragile might. How darkness can hide beneath the light. I watch your shadow in dreams I keep. You visit me softly as I sleep. You touch my soul, then fade away, leaving warmth that haunts my day. Honey, I understand your compulsion to break. To free yourself from a love you couldn't take. You thought walking away would ease your pain. But the emptiness still calls your name. You wanted control of your fragile heart. But love and logic live worlds apart. You chose the mind, I chose the soul. And that's what made us lose control. I write to you from a distant land, where I still wear your ghost on my hand. Every morning I whisper your name, hoping one day you'll feel the same. Honey, I understand your compulsion to survive. To live, not just feel alive. You chose safety over risk. Peace over passion's whisk. And yet, I know deep down inside, you miss the days you didn't hide. You miss the laughter, the reckless grace. The way my love lit your face. I see you now, standing tall. But your eyes betray it all. They speak of memories you suppress. Of love you dare not confess. Honey, I understand your compulsion to go. The weight you carried, the pain you show. You had to leave to find your peace. Even if it meant my heart's decease. I'll love you still, from far away. Until my soul turns into clay. And when the stars forget to gleam, you'll remain my sweetest dream. Honey, I understand your compulsion, your fight. Your shadow between wrong and right. You never stopped loving, you just concealed the wound that love refused to heal. If fate ever brings you back to me, you'll find I waited silently. No anger left, no tears to weep. Only love buried deep. So rest easy, my darling soul. Your story is part of my whole. You did what you must, you followed reason. But love knows no season. Honey, I understand your compulsion at last. You ran from the future to protect the past. You feared love's fire would burn too bright. So you chose to walk into night. Still, I'll stand beneath the same moon's glow. Whispering softly, I still know. Your absence is pain, your silence, song. But my love for you will live lifelong. Honey, I understand your compulsion, my dear. You left not in hatred, but in fear. And though I ache, I also see. You never truly left, you live in me.